The ball flew through the air with blistering speed. It spun sideways and curved between the goalie and the post. Another goal. No matter what I did, our defense could not fend off the opposing strikers who looked like men among boys on the soccer pitch. The score was now 4-0. The chances of a comeback were close to impossible, but I continued to shred through the midfield and thread the needle with passes. But, like I said, the effort was in vain. My team from Milford High School had withstood loss after loss throughout the season. I could see the pain on each of my teammates' faces. Still playing aggressively, one of my teammates went in hard for the ball and tripped the other player. Although it was unintentional, the other player stood up and approached my friend, clearly in rage. That moment sent me back to a lesson I learned a few years prior, one that transcends the field. It was the third quarter of a basketball game against Milford's bitter rivals, and we were winning handily. Nearly every other possession, I helped force a turnover by either drawing a charge or deflecting a pass. The opposing point guard became frustrated and angry. During the next possession, I stripped him of the ball, and as I dribbled down the court on a fast break, he clotheslined me and I landed hard on my back. I wanted revenge. I stood up, slammed the court with two hands, stomped over to the other player, and shoved him onto his back. A hand grabbed my shoulder and pulled me back. I realized the referee had been yelling and listened to what he was saying. Number 20, you're done for the game. As I walked to my team's bench with my head down, I replayed what had transpired and realized my mistake. I had been ejected in one of the most important games of the season simply because I didn't think before I acted. If I had just let it go, we would still be winning and the other player would have been penalized. But most importantly, I wouldn't have lost the respect of others. That memory served helpful as the other player marched towards my teammate. The anger in both of their eyes blazed like wildfire through a deadened forest. I saw the same look of revenge that had overtaken me back on the basketball court. I stepped between the two and looked straight into my teammate's eyes. Sweat glistened on his face as he bit his bottom lip in rage. I pleaded, "Let it go. It isn't worth it. Backing away makes you more of a man than fighting ever will." Finally, my pleading began to register with my teammate and he exhaled loudly. He turned, and with my hand on his shoulder and a grin on my face, we walked away.